Hello everybody and welcome to one of our educational videos. So we're still in the month of August, so celebrating Dahlia as our flower of the month. Dahlias are so popular. I've got these absolutely stunning Cafe au Lait to show you today. Absolutely beautiful they are. So heavy and big, multi-petalled. However, Dahlias do have a few pros and a few cons. They're so popular for weddings and events. There's quite a nice wide colour variety to choose from. The problem is they are quite fragile and they don't travel terribly well. The poor things, because they've been crushed and moved about, you can see instantly how delicate they are. It's really sad and sacrilege to do that to them, but you can see by the heads how wobbly they can be. So if it's something that you want to use, that you need, that's going to be robust, quite strong, and going to be reliable, I probably wouldn't recommend Dahlias from the point of view of their fragility. As far as shelf life is concerned as well, they don't have a particularly long shelf life. I would anticipate this time of the year you probably get 5 days out of them. Having said that, there isn't anything really that is so perfect in shape and colour tone as the Dahlia. So what we've tried to do is we've actually tried to come up with some examples of substitutes that you could perhaps use if you are a little bit nervous about having Dahlias delivered. So we've come up with a few options here. Now I've got some Chrysanthemum Blooms. This particular one is called Andrea. Now it's purple, so I know it's not the same colour tone as the Dahlia, but they are available in so many different colours and shapes. This one would replicate your regular Dahlia really. As you can see, it's multi-petalled, it's got that same sort of shape formation as the Dahlias, and a very similar centre, as you can see. So, you know, the concertina of petals. So that might be worth one consideration, the Chrysanthemum Blooms. As I said, the chrysanthemums have in their favour that they are very, very long lasting, have a very long shelf life. You could potentially expect a couple of weeks out of these. They are very robust, very strong, as you can see. Easy to transport and very resilient as well, durable and robust. So it might possibly be an alternative. There's also different varieties of Chrysanthemum Blooms. This particular one is called Baltazar Pink, and it's more of a spiky chrysanth. So if you were thinking of potentially using one of the spiky semi-cacti Dahlias, something like Chat Noir, then maybe that would actually work as an alternative for you shape-wise. Do go onto our website to explore all the different colours and varieties that are available. But yeah, Chrysanthemum Blooms might prove an alternative. One of the negatives I would say possibly about chrysanthemums is they have unfortunately suffered with a little bit of bad press. They have a little bit of a connotation of being slightly old-fashioned, possibly linked in with funeral work, which is very sad really, because you know they are a really resilient and well-loved flower. So that's probably the negative side of chrysanthemums. So if you didn't want to touch on chrysanthemums as a suitable alternative, then maybe look at gerberas, Germinis. This particular one is Belfi. Now, gerberas and Germinis have a huge selection of different ranges. If you wanted to use, there's a spiky semi-cacti one that you could use. There's the Pastini range and the Pasta range, and there's also the Punki range. Now they have very interesting petals in the respect that they're slightly twisted, and to be fair, they do look a little bit pasta-like. So again, that could reflect different varieties of Dahlia that you want to use. So the pros and cons of Germinis are they are available in a wide variety of shapes and colours. they have a slightly more modern, contemporary feel possibly than chrysanthemums do. So if your event is something that perhaps is a wedding and you want something that's a little bit more uplifting in the flower choice that you make, maybe the Germinis or the larger gerbras would be suitable. They have, as I say, a modern contemporary feel, really strong stems. The only thing I would say that's a negative about them is they do have a tendency sometimes for the heads to droop. So as you can see what I've done here, I have actually wired these. So that's possibly one of the cons for the gerbera. But again, quite durable and again multi-petalled. So you can see here how we're reflecting that sort of concertina shape in the centre. So that's hopefully giving you some options to have a little think about of something that perhaps you could use as an alternative. One thing I didn't touch on as well is dahlias are very seasonal. So we only get that short season when they are available. So again, if you're going outside of the availability of months, then you could perhaps use the gerbera or the chrysanthemum. Well, I hope this has helped you to make some plans about what you want to use for your event that's coming up. Don't forget to stay watching. Subscribe to our YouTube channel so you can see more tips and hints, inspirational videos and educational videos as well. So looking forward to joining you again very soon, and thanks for watching.